everyone, I'm Hadar, I'm a chef here at McCormick. The recipe for this week's Cookie Jar Friday is the oh so fun pumpkin spice Snickerdoodles. These cookies are pillowy and soft and snack worthy, just perfect for the holiday season. For this recipe, you're gonna need our pumpkin pie spice, our cream of tartar, and our all natural pure vanilla extract for that amazing aroma that will just make the kitchen smell amazing and give it another layer of flavor just to bring it all together. So let's start by mixing our dry ingredients. I have my flour here. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. To this I'm going to add my baking soda, and then I'm going to add cream of tartar. Now this is what differs Snickerdoodles from a regular sugar cookie. What cream of tartar is, it's a type of acid. And what it does is really break down the sugar into smaller molecules so that what happens is you end up with a chewier and softer cookie, which is exactly what we want from a Snickerdoodle. In goes 2 teaspoons. Now I'm going to really lightly just make it all come together, just really quickly fluff it up in a way. I like to use a whisk. You can use a fork, that's fine. Just make it kind of unified. Okay, good. Next I will be creaming the sugar with the butter. Now the reason why you want to do that is to create a layer of butter around the sugar crystals, again to make those little air pockets in the cookie that would make them again softer and pillowy. Do you see a common thread here? Let's go. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to add my wet ingredients. So that would be the pumpkin puree right here. I have a cup in here. And then a couple of eggs. And this is the right time to add our vanilla extract. So usually I go for a little more than what the recipe calls for just because I really like the aroma and it just makes the whole house smell just really amazing. So while it calls for 2 tablespoons, I'm just gonna add a little more. Why not? Okay, let's go again. We're going to incorporate this and then we're gonna stop. Perfect. So I have a nice orange hue going on here. We're going to add our flour mixture to the wet mixture, and I'm going to do it in 3 batches, and the reason is I just don't want that flour cloud to just go everywhere. So here we go. 1, going back in there. And 2. And 3. Okay, so we have our dough. We're going to cover this with a little bit of plastic wrap and place it in the fridge for a couple of hours to allow the flour to really absorb a little bit of the moisture from the pumpkin puree and the eggs in here to really allow the cookie to be chewier and softer. Okay, as we wait, we're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees and mix the sugar with the pumpkin pie spice to really drive those flavor home. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons here. And don't worry if you spill out a little more, that's just more flavor. Okay, just about 2 tablespoons here. I'm going to mix it yet again, just to make sure that I have the sugar and the flavor mixed together. And what I'm going to do now with a dough that has chilled for a couple of hours is I'm going to use a scoop to take it out and just place it directly into the sugar so that we have it coated. And really just, you can use your hands or you can just use your hands. And we're just gonna pop it onto the parchment paper right here. And we're going to place them about 2 inches apart because they're going to be spreading and they're going to be pretty big. And we don't want them to stick together. One of the advantages of having the flavor and the sugar coating the cookies is that you get a lot more flavor just up front because it just, you know, the first bite it reaches your mouth, you just get all that flavor. So it's really nice to have it outside versus inside. So you're probably going to need about 2 baking sheets for this. We're going to take this and we're going to put it in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes to bake. And I'll see you in a little bit. So I've cooked and cooled my cookies. I would advise to let them sit for about 5 to 10 minutes just so that they don't break up when you pick them up. And now I'm just plating them and they're ready to go. So I hope you enjoy this and that you try this in your own kitchen. And I really hope that you pay us a visit at McCormick.com for more recipe inspiration and for all of your holiday cooking.